think Charlie would be good to send up to space as the first man.
Do you think?
Yeah. Like Leica.
Yeah, it's a good test. It's a good test to see if it's worth it. Welcome back to Finn vs. History. I'm joined by Horatio Gould.
Hello!
One small dick for him.
Yes.
One giant hog for the rest of us. We're talking about the space race, and this episode we're dealing with the moon landings.
The moon landings.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Did they happen?
We don't know.
This episode, we're dealing with them as if they did.
Yes,
On our Patreon,
sure.
we'll be talking about
as if they did.
If they didn't. So we left off in the last part with the Nazis were first in space.
Yes.
Blood.
Nazis and commies have been leading all of this, basically.
They have.
Yeah.
They have, and the free world have been lagging behind.
Yes.
So this episode will be dealing with the human spaceflight race.
The 60s.
The
This is
60s.
all the 50s. And
Yeah.
the Soviets unequivocally dominated
The
the
Nazis
50s.
won the 40s, the Soviets won the 50s, and now the Americans will take the 60s.
Yes.
But there is another participant in this space race, which
Yeah.
we teased at the end of the last
Yeah.
episode. I don't know when we'll bring this in,
Yeah.
but just say that
Maybe throughout we'll go check on
we'll
what's
check on what
Yeah.
this third participant is doing, because I didn't know about this before researching this.
nor did I.
It's very, very funny. So the Soviets have been firing dogs into space, and now they are testing people. So Korolev, who's the genius in
Big
the space
genius.
program, he wants to put a human in orbit before the US even get close. So he designed the Vostok capsule. So the Vostok capsule, let's get a picture of that up. That's like a sort of cannonball with no controls, idiot-proof.
Yeah.
So it's the opposite of the spaceship Charlie's currently flying.
Yes.
It looks like those underwater suits.
Yeah, the 20,000
Diving
leagues under the sea.
Yeah.
So it's just a big sort of fucking, it's a big grapefruit you get in, fire it up there.
All right. Okay. So this is to fit a person in. Nice.
And the cosmonaut, as it was called, would have to eject and parachute down because it couldn't land safely. It was just a fucking ball.
Yeah.
So this led to the Valentin Bondarenko accident.
Yes.
Which is
And so everything's so secret that a lot of this comes out later,
Yeah.
especially on the Soviet side. It's like there's so much, disinformation.
So he was a young cosmonaut trainee, and he's in an isolation chamber filled with pure oxygen.
Yeah.
And after a long shift, he removes sensors from his body using an alcohol-soaked cotton pad. The pad drifts onto a hot plate. Why is there a hot plate in the fucking grapefruit?
Bacon.
You're right. I'll take it back.
Yeah.
It drifts onto a hot plate, ignites instantly, and pure oxygen means the fire. That's got to be one of the worst ways to go. Just an absolute fireball. What's this, Charlie?
This is the bacon is good for me, kid. Do you remember him?
Right.
I don't think I know this.
Yeah, it's good. This is a classic.
Bacon is good for me. This is very good. She's not like she's the queen, and we're the sorry people.
Right.
Well,
Completely irrelevant. But, wait, this is quite good actually.
Is that a deal? No, I keep losing at deals, and I don't want to make a deal anymore. I am leaving, and you can't stop me. I'm packing my bags.
It is great.
I do find this quite triggering because when I was in my fat phase, I had a bacon sandwich every morning for 5 years. So probably more than that actually, 9 years. So bacon is good for me. That was my catchphrase.
You're built on bacon.
I was
It's
built
the
on bacon.
foundation.
This is the temple that bacon built. It's the opposite of most Abrahamic religions, funnily enough. If you eat a bacon sandwich every day for 5 years, you would have eaten the equivalent. I've eaten 4 pigs.
Surprisingly little, actually.
Yeah.
So I don't know what.
Well,
I don't know
pigs-
how many pigs I imagined, but I imagine it being slightly
Pigs
more.
are fucking massive,
They are
man.
big, though.
I saw one yesterday.
And you ain't getting 4 of those.
I've eaten 4 of these. It's big pigs. Big. What's the sort of cholesterol damage I'm looking at? How much sort of in the red am I for health benefits? Primary health issues, this habit, it's cancer. Lovely stuff.
Yeah.
Similar
to like smoking. Having that much bacon, it's like you're having a fag
20
for
a day.
breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah, I did have a dangerous bacon there. Gut health. Colon
That's
cancer.
living though, isn't it? Bacon sandwich and a sick. That's fucking.
That's
going like
fuck your
fuck you,
button.
doctors.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
fuck
button.
off. Fuck off. I'm just going outside a GP surgery. Fuck off. Yeah. Fuck off. I'll see you in there. Yeah. I'll see you in there in 3 years.
Patriotism.
It's
nice.
it's pure patriotism. If the UK had a space program, the first thing you'd turn up is a bacon sandwich.
Of course.
Yeah. Tim Peake's he's fucking boring, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Yeah. Again,
Gone woke.
Has he?
No, but all astronauts are like that.
Right.
That was the big realization. It was quite good actually in The Crown when King Philip wanted to meet the astronauts because he projected so much onto them, right?
Yes.
That these were these amazing men, and he felt because he was a royal, he wasn't allowed to achieve anything.
Yes.
He was like sort of in a gilded cage.
Yeah.
So he met them, had all these questions, and they were like, "This palace is nice, wow." You know,
Yeah.
because they're just very dull people. Because that's what makes it so good. Is there's not much going on. They're like, it's so dry.
I listened to audio of this is skipping ahead in the timeline. There's a guy called Ed White who's the first person to do a spacewalk, the first extravehicular activity in space, American guy, and he's like, he doesn't want to come back in the capsule because he's having so much fun, like looking at space. But the transcript is literally like, "Gee whiz, I feel like $1 million. I don't ever want to go home. Wow!" I mean, it's classic bourgeois.
Yeah.
It's like it's utterly like.
But what do you say? Yeah, because to be at that forefront of history, I think it's hard to nail the lines.
It's funny that Neil Armstrong's like line wasn't, "Oh fuck, fuck, I'm on the moon." You know?
What would you be saying on the? You'd be saying this is mad.
You'd be busting, as we said last time. You'd be
I'll be
busting.
the first man to bust on the moon.
Yeah, you would. You might still be. Anyway, some Soviet cunt has a very bad time in a capsule and dies instantly. The Soviets suppress it to preserve the illusion of perfection, is what we've been saying last time. Now we get to April the 12th, 1961. Yuri Gagarin. Yuri he orbited I believe that's how you pronounce it in the Russian. He orbited the Earth once aboard Vostok 1 and becomes instantly world famous. He's like 27 or 20. He's 27 at the time.
He's one of the big stars of this story.
Yeah, and he was selected partly because he looked good in propaganda posters.
Right,
and
interesting.
he's tiny.
Yeah.
He fits in the tiny capsule. But he, basically, when he was launching, apparently the scientist, Kolerev, was like, "I don't love this," because he's literally, it's 50-50 as to whether he's coming back or not.
But he had like an air of invincibility about him. He was just like a fuck it, let's go kind of guy.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Yeah.
Bill O'Reilly,
So what's his background? He's like
fighter pilot. They're all kind of ex-fighter pilots. I think,
right.
a lot of them.
Okay. Yeah.
Before launch, he said, "Boy golly," which is "let's go."
Yeah.
Like sort of like Yoshi almost.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Booyakasha.
Boyakasha. Which is ironic, of course, because he's flying from Borat Space Center, which is the Soviet one.
I guess that is ironic.
Where you are? Now, he wasn't allowed to steer because the Soviets didn't trust human pilots yet. Does that mean that the dog was allowed to steer?
Yeah, I don't know.
The dog's just sniffing which way to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, after he ejects from the capsule and lands in rural Russia.
Charlie would be ejecting in the capsule.
In many ways, he has been.
Just
lands
in this capsule.
in an orange spacesuit, just sort of scares a farmer and her daughter just out in the nowhere. So the US responds to this, and this is like a month later.
Yeah, it's really heating up now.
It's crazy how quick it all is. Alan Shepard makes a 15-minute suborbital hop. So he wasn't in orbit, but it shows the US is in the game. So Gagarin gets to orbit.
So Gagarin did the first space flight, and then this is not really anything apart from showing Americans are close to achieving that.
Yeah, so they're still way behind in 1961.
Yeah.
If you're born in space, what nationality are you? What?
You can't be born in space.
You can be.
I believe him.
Sorry, in outer space, you're just out. You're dead on arrival. You can't.
No, you get born. You're in a ship out there.
Right, in the space station.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
No,
right.
Yeah, maybe
okay.
in the space.
If
Yeah.
you're born in the space station, what nationality are you?
It's a very good question.
I don't know. I don't think it's ever happened.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Can you just
space?
Can you just pick?
Yeah, what your Wikipedia page would say born International Space Station, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
It's like being born in no man's land. What would happen there? International waters.
International waters. It must be the same as international waters.
Right.
And you can just pick a country.
I don't think.
Well, I guess it's where
your
your
parents.
mum's from.
Yeah.
Mali. That's where you pick.
I'm from Mali. Yeah.
You're from Mali, right?
Yeah.
Charlie from Mali.
Charlie from Mali. But surely, like the gravity of a baby coming out, the lack of gravity, it's going to be awful.
Well, there's shit going everywhere for starts.
Well, yes, that's one thing they don't tell you about when women give birth is that shit comes out.
Yeah, I know, but you can be discreet with that. But in space, that's fucking going everywhere.
It's like a fucking bowling machine.
Lots of stuff. It's not just shit. It's loads of stuff.
Loads of stuff. Shit,
fucking
piss.
just
Baby flying out like that.
yeah. I wouldn't recommend giving birth in space.
No, zero gravity birth. There's got Charlie. Google zero gravity
It could be
birth.
one of these hippie woke things, though.
But that's the next fad, isn't it?
You know when you could go zero gravity for like 10 minutes? You know,
Right,
you can go
yeah.
on those flights?
Yeah.
That's women are doing that just to give birth because apparently it's better for the baby.
Zero gravity birth is a hypothetical scenario with significant challenges, including the messy and complicated logistics of floating fluids and difficult pushing. Yeah, you can't push without gravity.
Yeah.
So the baby would, oh Christ!
It'd be
Imagine the
nightmare.
hardest poo you've ever had.
They
And
really,
then double
they really
it.
hurt.
Hey, double it at least. At least double it. Currently, no woman has ever given birth in zero gravity.
We've got a lot of history to crack into.
So Alan Shepard, well, funnily enough, pees in his spacesuit before launch because no one has thought about astronaut toilets.
No, but they're rushing it out.
Yeah.
It's the race is heating up. They've got no time to lose.
So the mission control granted him permission to piss himself by shutting off his suit's electrical sensors to prevent a short circuit
Right,
from
fuck.
pissing.
God.
Fuck, so he could have died. Imagine dying because you pissed in your spacesuit.
Yeah.
Imagine you're so excited you just piss a bit. You know when you like piss a little bit,
Or
'cause
having to
you're
be
excited?
like... also embarrassing to have to speak to NASA mission control about needing the toilet.
Yeah.
There's a whole room of
Can I
people
go
that-
for a toilet?
Yeah.
But
No,
also,
you'll die.
How old was Alan Shepard? Can you Google it, Charlie, when he went in? Because if he was over 30, he's going to put his willy back in his spacesuit and this piss is just going to fly out everywhere.
37.
Yeah, I mean, his prostate's fucked. And also, this is a 1960s 37-year-old, so he looks about 50. Look at him.
Of course, yeah.
But his prostate will have been absolutely knackered.
Yeah.
My prostate's gone.
Yeah.
Absolutely gone.
Mine
Shot.
went years ago.
Shot to shit. I haven't got one.
I'm terrified what my prostate's going to be like when I'm older.
Oh,
So I've already got an old man's prostate. So
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Is that weak bladder?
Yeah.
Yeah, just-
Weak bladder, finish pissing, put your dick back in, piss all everywhere, down to your feet.
I pee the bed for years.
Well, we know this. That's a
slightly
completely
different.
separate.
we're
That's
the same.
different.
We're the
Completely
same.
separate issue. That's psychological.
We're the same. We're connected.
No, you're fucked in the head. That's why you're pissing the bed.
Yeah, it's not, I don't piss like a racehorse.
I piss like a dead horse. Just falls out.
Yeah, it falls out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's so annoying that the piss falls out and the shit I have to push out and I get piles. It should be the other way around.
Yeah, it feels like one of those those myths where man gets cursed
Yeah.
for hubris.
Yeah.
Cursed to force out piss and
No.
whatever.
Anyway.
Piss out
Shepard-
shit.
They get the idea.
The urine is absorbed by his underwear and eventually evaporates. There you
Right.
go. Shepard was asked what he was thinking about as he sat waiting for liftoff, and he said the fact that every part of this ship was built by the lowest bidder. So,
Interesting.
yeah.
So what? Because of how just trying to cut
They're
corners.
just trying to cut corners. They're just
Yeah.
going to get it ahead. Now we get to a crucial moment. 1961, John F. Kennedy, in between fucking his interns and several other women.
We choose to go to the moon before this decade is out. He says decade. Decade.
So he basically says in 1961, we're going to put a man on the moon before the end of this decade,
Get that
which
up, get
is
it up.
insanely ambitious.
This is-
And
yeah.
given the state, given how far behind they were at this
Yeah.
point, it's like, John,
Yes.
You're
John,
having-
like, you're fucking us
you're
here.
having a laugh.
Yeah.
You've lost your head.
But this is very important because he was not that into the space program in private. In public he was, but in private he wasn't. In private he was saying that we're putting too much money on it. He kept trying to cut funding.
Oh, really?
Right. He was just, this was his public face, but he kept on speaking to his, to people about cutting money for the space race. But when he dies in 63,
Allegedly.
he doesn't
die, no.
because he so publicly supported it, it really put a lot of funding behind it because it was in his memory. Right.
Because did they name the Kennedy Space Center
and
after he
it
died?
just felt like because he had such an iconic speech like this, it was
Yeah.
like we need to get his base. They viewed this almost as a dying wish, and that's
Yes.
what put a lot of thrusters in the space race.
Because it's then in 62 where he addresses Rice University. Stupid name for a university.
Yeah.
And he says, we choose to go to the moon, not because it's easy, but because I'm hard.
I'm fucking
I'm
hard as
fucking hard. Someone fuck me. He's so horny, this guy.
Yeah, it's a good speech, that one.
It is. But this is my point is why I feel quite melancholic about this topic
Yeah.
is because it's the last sort of time that you really felt like
Yeah.
politicians in the state were doing great things. Like ambition has sort of...
Yeah.
There's no, we haven't... I don't know. It just feels like
It's
we've
interesting
lost
as
that
well.
era.
What I like about JFK as a president is he wasn't folksy in the way that, because there's folksy presidents, right?
Yeah.
In a way, Barack Obama had a folksiness. Lincoln
Totally.
has a folksiness
Folks.
to him. Reagan had a folksiness, which is kind of like you relate to them.
Clinton.
But I also, Clinton. But what I like about JFK is he's not folksy. He's not trying to relate to you. He's like aspirational. It's about dreams, ambition.
He's
But he's
Blair.
not doing it in,
He is.
Yeah, Blair's not folksy.
Blair's not
is it?
folksy.
It's like, Blair's very, very Kennedy. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And I do quite like that lead. It's not being like a wet blanket or like giving politicians answers like Starmer or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like looking above the crowd and saying,
Have you not seen the clip of Blair on Question Time where someone has a go at him and he just fucking fights
Goes
back?
for it.
He's involved. He's fighting back.
Yeah.
No one does this anymore. He's just there with his jacket off.
Yeah.
Like this.
He loved rolling his sleeves up.
Blair just fucking gets stuck
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
You know, women are
Bring
like,
back aspiration. Enough with the folksiness.
bring back Blair.
I don't relate to you. I'm far different than
I'm
you.
better
I'm
than
much
you.
smarter.
I'm
I'm much
better than
richer,
you.
much better looking than you.
Yeah.
But this is what we're going to do.
We do. I'm spending your money on this because I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so 1962, John Glenn is the first American in orbit. He orbits Earth 3 times in the Friendship 7. Again, they got to stop. Why are these
The
names?
friendship. Cook was in the friendship.
Cook, the ship that will never sink.
Yeah, interesting.
A sensor said his heat shield was loose, meaning he could burn up, but NASA kept this from him during the flight so he wouldn't panic, and the sensor ended up being wrong.
That's nice.
Crazy that, isn't
Don't
it?
tell me if I'm fucked. Don't tell me.
Don't tell me.
Don't tell me.
I'll just die.
Yeah.
Now we get to, we mentioned this in the last episode, Valentina Tereshkova, who's the first woman in space. She orbits the Earth 48 times. That's way too many times. She clearly
She's doing
couldn't.
donuts.
She couldn't park. I mean, she got lost.
Orbiting the Earth 848 times does imply she was screaming the whole time, is it not? Orbiting once is like, what an amazing achievement, but 48 is just, fucking.
Yeah. But then she gets forced to marry another cosmonaut in a state ceremony afterwards. To basically, I don't really know.
Forced.
Yeah, it's because it's like a fairy tale.
The marriage was encouraged by the Soviet space authorities as a fairy tale message to the country.
Nearly 1 year after her space flight, she gave birth to their daughter, the first person whose parents had both travelled into space.
I guess they're just trying to notch these. It's a lot about these milestones, isn't it?
Yeah, but
That's
you can already feel how the USSR is starting to lag behind when they're like, okay, we'll put a woman in space.
It's starting to go for novelty ones.
As a child, you know. Later in their marriage, the couple grew apart and refused to even stand next to each other in photographs. There you go.
Some forced marriages.
I guess so. So now we get to the Voskhod program, which is mainly like sort of political stunts.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, like Evel Knievel.
Sort of. The first, like just doing fucking wheelies over the moon. First multi-person spacecraft. 3 cosmonauts squeeze in. There's no room for spacesuits, so if the cabin pressure goes, they die instantly.
Yep.
Now, the first spacewalk is by Alexei Leonov in 1965. He nearly dies because his suit ballooned so much he couldn't get back inside. Fuck that.
Me. So this is terrifying stuff, to be
This
honest.
is so terrible. But all this stuff is, you know, even when you got planetary exploration, like people going to the other end of the planet, it's still it's a sea, isn't it? It's just another sea.
How terrifying being like the first people to be fully... Wait, for the first spacewalk, would he be the first human to be actually in space?
Outside of craft.
Yeah.
Can you Google that, Charlie? Alexei, it's either him or it's Ed White.
Yeah, because I mean, that's pretty big.
Yeah, that's huge.
And we don't talk about this guy. We talk about Gagarin a lot.
Yeah, he is.
Wow.
Alexei
That's
Leonov.
pretty big. So the first person to feel what it's like to be
So he floated
in zero
in
gravity.
open space for 12 minutes and 9 seconds.
And then the Americans do their version, I think, next.
Yeah, so the American have a project called Gemini,
Yeah.
which is now what Google's AI
Yes,
thing's called?
yeah.
Right. So Gemini is they're training the astronauts to... These are all missions that have to be accomplished before they can think about landing someone on the moon.
Right.
So there's like a spacewalk, there's docking, this is the long
That's when
road
people
to...
get 2 cocks.
2 cocks, yeah. So the astronauts are putting their cocks together.
Right, we need to get these done before we even think about getting on the moon. You've got to wank each other off at the same time with one hand.
Yeah, and get your dicks together. But that's because what they do in the moon landing is they send a thing down and then some cunt is just lapping the moon and then they have to redock to get back.
Yes.
But that is when a gay couple see that and think, we could do that with our dicks.
Yeah.
So this is the long road.
The gay
to
spacewalk.
The gay space race. Which, now we should place this. We fucked it so badly last time that Charlie had to do it.
Step in.
So 1969 is the moon landings. Do you want to have another crack at this?
So another 1969.
Yeah.
Right. I would say 1969.
It's July 1969.
is after the building of the BT Tower.
Let's just confirm that. 61,
65. It was
65.
completed in 65.
Nice. Okay.
Right.
So the BT Tower, it can be seen from space, can it? Probably not. But the BT Tower is there as the astronauts go in. Yeah.
And it's before Alex the Hurricane Higgins won his first snooker tournament.
Yes.
Won the first world champions, right?
He only won one tournament,
Yeah.
I think. But is he wearing a purple fedora yet? That's the key question.
Let's see what Higgins is. That 70s.
That is 70s, yeah.
72. That's
Lovely.
nice.
That's
Come
a
on.
really nice placement.
That's lovely.
Unironically nice placement. He's crying, holding his baby and the snooker trophy, and the BT Tower is there, and man is on the moon.
Yeah, it's interesting. From BT Tower to Higgins, in between there, a lot got done.
Yes. I choose to see the moon landings as the bridge between the BT Tower's erection and Alex the Hurricane Higgins storming the snooker world in 72. So, Ed White is America's first spacewalker. He's the guy who didn't want to go back in, and the transcript is very, very lame. Charlie, can you chat GPT the transcript of Ed White?
Trying to kill himself?
What? No, he did.
Yeah, he'd kept it. Yeah, he'd kept it under wraps that he was suicidal. He was out there,
and then he just opened his helmet and just went fuck this. No, he was having so much fun.
Oh right.
Yeah, that he didn't. It wasn't like a sort of Switzerland thing.
Now, the Russians were first, the Americans had a much better spacewalking technology because they had thrusters.
Yeah,
So
he had a little gun that he could like
so
power
the
himself.
spacewalker could actually control where it was going.
Yeah.
Where the Russian guy was all just basically
Fuck it. Yeah, he was fucked.
He said, "I'm coming back in, and it's the saddest moment of my life." That's kind of cool. I like that.
This is bullshit.
Yeah. Genuinely. So he's outside. He's like seeing the Earth view.
I love what you do. I think that's
he's in the grip of the overview effect or whatever, where you suddenly think that you get all wishy-washy and think that we're all the same or whatever.
Yeah.
Woke nonsense or whatever. Anyway. Right. So at one point, he's walking. He's going, "Wow, I feel like $1 million." And then at one point, the guy in the capsule goes, "Come on, let's get back in before it gets dark." That's quite funny. Ed White goes, "It's the saddest moment of my life."
Was he saying that as a joke?
I guess so. I mean,
or do I misunderstand how space works?
Yeah,
I think it's always dark, right? Depends which side of the Earth. There.
Yeah. Well, where's the sun in all this?
Yeah.
They must be in between the sun.
Yeah,
or the
fine.
sun's back there, is it?
Yeah. And
Are they ever staring into the sun from space? Because that must be quite bad for their eyes.
But maybe they've got UV protection.
You'd think so, wouldn't
like
you?
a bit massive sunglass lens.
Yeah.
I would do that if I was involved.
What's that? Oh, blind.
I'd suggest that.
Oh, what? Just putting a UV?
Put a UV.
Do you ever test? Sometimes I just look at the sun as like a test of my eyes.
Yeah,
Makes
I know.
sense.
Yeah,
and weren't you saying that you were struggling with basically seeing and hearing?
You can do a couple seconds and then it gets really unbearable.
Yeah. And how often do you do that out of interest?
When the sun's out.
Do you also put your ears next to drills to see how how much they can last?
Yeah. Ed White is the first American in space, not on a craft. Neil Armstrong on Gemini Mission 8 sends the spacecraft into a deadly spin, but he calmly activates the re-entry thrusters and saves the mission.
Yeah. I mean, he's cold as ice, Neil.
Yeah, he is. And
that's why he's boring. But
he's not Buzz Aldrin punching a conspiracy theorist.
No.
Have you seen that? That's great stuff. There's a guy just pestering Buzz Aldrin. This is like when Buzz Aldrin's like 70 or 80, like pestering him. He's like,
he's just constantly saying,
But that guy never leaves him alone.
Hey, what?
That guy never ever leaves him alone.
No. And he goes up to him, he's like, why aren't you honest about not landing on the moon? Why aren't you honest? And he's like, just please leave me alone. And then at some point, he just fucking...
It would be fucking annoying though.
Yeah, it would be. Absolutely.
But does that make him seem more or less guilty? Because are you more or less likely to punch someone in the face if you've done it or if you haven't done it?
If you can see he's in fucking good nick for like a 70-year-old.
Yeah. Buzz Lightyear named after Buzz Aldrin.
Yes.
That just those two things.
Now you've learned what he's learned today. We know what Charlie's going to take away from this episode.
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear. Why? Because no one else is called Buzz, are they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Woody's named after Woody Allen.
Really?
No,
you can't do that to him.
You can't
do that to him. So the fact that Neil Armstrong is so ice cold, that's why NASA want him to land on the moon in 67. So now we get to the start of the Apollo program, which is having successfully proved that you can people can live in space for 10, 12, for 14 days.
Yeah.
They can shove their dicks together and have all the fun they want up there. It's like, I guess it's space dogging, isn't it?
Wait, what?
Docking is space dogging.
Yes.
Is in going somewhere you won't be judged because there's no kind of judgment about gay stuff.
Yeah,
in
you got
space.
someone shouting at you over a radio. But what are you going to fucking do
Yeah.
about it?
Yeah.
I'm up here.
And no one can hear you come as well.
Yeah.
Space,
if you want to tell me off, come up here.
Yeah, why don't you come up here?
Yeah, exactly.
You'd hate what I'm doing up here. It's Yuri Gagarin. That's what we do up
that's
there.
when you start firing out the slurs.
Yeah.
Because what are they going to do?
I'd have such fun in space.
Because we're like, we need to stop him. This is awful. What are you going to do?
The first thing, 650 million people around the TV listening, and I'm just screaming homophobic slurs, racism. You smell. I can smell you from here. Just imagine that.
Someone get him down from there. We can't.
We can't have him. Oh my
It's
God.
going to take us a year to
This
get
is a
up
great
there.
leap for the white man. Imagine that.
Turn his mics off. We can't.
That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. I mean, like Armstrong, the missed opportunity to say something so hilariously funny would be so good. Like if he'd farted as he came down the oh no! Like it's live, isn't it? It's beaming it live. Anyway,
Do you think he? I mean, when do you reckon he wrote that line? Do you think he prepared that line?
Well, there's a whole thing about it because he actually gets it wrong.
Well, there's a dispute as to whether he says one small step for a man, one giant leap for all mankind, or
No, I think he does say that, but I think he'd planned to say
No, he
it's
says-
one step for a man.
he maybe says one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind.
But it's better the other way, right?
It's
more... Doesn't make as much grammatical sense, but it feels more...
no, but when you're writing, you're meant to cut all the words you don't need.
Right.
So it's much more literary to
Right.
say one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
And you want that to be a little tight. Yeah. You don't want fat. I would have been like... it's like one... Like it's one kind of like much smaller than big.
Yeah.
Kind of like step forward
But-
from a person.
Yeah.
That's me / man.
Well, nowadays,
British guy. White
nowadays
guy.
you'd have to do. You'd have to be all woke.
Yeah.
Like, well, so obviously, this is a great victory for all genders and all
I
races.
do a land acknowledgement. So
Obviously, I'm here on stolen land. The moon. I acknowledge the original moon people, whoever the fuck they are.
The Clangers.
The Clangers. We've stolen this from the Clangers. That's their language. Yeah, you do a Clangers land acknowledgement, and then you'd say something how you recognise all genders, and that even though you want to decolonise the moon, even though you're the white
you know,
man.
I'm stepping on. I'm doing this to make sure that no one colonizes it.
Yeah.
I said the moon belongs to the Aborigine people.
Yeah, give it to them. They've not had much recently, so let's give them this. But also, it's just like you'd probably just be like, "Oh fuck, the moon's fuck I'm on the fucking moon.
This is fucking terrifying.
This is crazy." Yeah. Well, that's probably what they said in Apollo 1, actually.
Yeah.
Let's get to that. Now, on the launch pad of Apollo 1, so this isn't even they're not going up anywhere.
Yeah.
This is just like a test.
This is not even a joke, this one.
This isn't funny, actually. It's not funny. It's not funny because it's American boys who die.
Yeah.
They're on the launch pad and then they're testing with pure oxygen, which seems to be the running problem here.
Yeah.
Maybe cut that with something.
I would learn from my mistakes.
They're in the launch pad and a fire starts in the capsule, and then in the film is it First Man or is it Apollo 13? I can't remember, but they show this and they're trying to undo the fucking hatch with like a radiator key basically, and they can't undo it, and the fire just engulfs all three of them.
It's a pretty terrifying way to go, actually.
Yeah, it's awful. So Gus Grissom, Ed White, who's the first spacewalker, and Roger Chaffee, they all die instantly, just on a test launch pad. And so NASA pauses for 21 months as they kind of rebuild the spacecraft and, give everyone a bit of space.
Then this is what the big moment, one of the big moments is the death of Korolev. Basically, Korolev, out of nowhere, dies from a routine surgery, but he was arguably weakened by his years in Stalin's gulags. So this is where kind of the two different ideologies are starting to really form a little bit, and the kind of flaws in the sort of Soviet ideology, which is if you put everyone in a gulag, when you're trying to do a space program, you could potentially risk falling behind. You know, he had kidney problems, lung problems because he'd been in Siberia.
What was the
for
routine
years.
surgery, Charlie? Can you find out? What was the how routine are we talking? Dental?
Oh no, I think it was more serious than that. He was.
Right.
I think he was under general. I think.
A benign polyp removed from his large
Literally
intestine.
just like fucking.
Oh shit!
So he dies, and as you said earlier, how it was split into competing factions.
Yeah.
Who was going to get the finance? The person who Korolev was against was like they hate each other so much. It was like a deep rivalry where they kept trying to undercut each other and would like fall behind to make sure the other one didn't get something.
Yeah.
And that competition is what basically took the space race down. And to be honest, if they'd got all of their finances in one together operation, they probably would have done it first.
You reckon?
And if Korolev had survived.
Yeah. So after Korolev's death, the Soviet moon program disintegrates. Their giant N1 moon rocket explodes 4 times.
Yeah.
One blast was so huge it was visible from 50 kilometers away.
Yeah.
Well, we are.
And they're out the race.
Yeah,
now.
1968.
I don't think America knows they're out the race, but they are. Basically from Korolev's death,
Yeah.
they're out.
So, again, we must stress that this is the race for second place. The Nazis win the space race. Now, While this is all going on, there is a third country that is competing
Yes.
in the space race, and that is the newly founded country of Zambia.
Who are a bit of a dark horse in this race.
Yep, your words. They are in more, more ways than one. In 1960, there is a guy called Edward Mukuku Nkoloso,
Yep.
and he envisions a Zambian-led mission to the moon and eventually Mars,
Right.
with his chosen astronauts, or quote Afronauts.
Right.
That's not something I've made
Yes,
up. That's what he
that's
calls
what he
them.
called them.
That's not me being racially insensitive. He calls them that,
Yeah.
Afronauts. And these are a group of 12 teenagers trained on an abandoned farm.
So their Gagarin, right, that would-be lead astronaut was a 16-year-old called Matha Mwembwawa.
Why are you Gagarin? Now,
Mwamba.
so
Mwamba.
Nkoloso founds the Zambian National Academy of Science, Space Research and Philosophy in 1960.
Nice.
Because obviously...
With philosophy as well.
Yeah.
They're chucking a lot in there.
Let's get it all in there. Let's do it all. So obviously 60s in Africa is a huge,
Independence movement, decolonization.
all that stuff. So what he wants to do...
There's a huge desire in Africa to modernise, right?
Yes.
But I feel this might be sort of running before you can
yeah,
walk.
Yeah, slightly. Yeah. Now they have a specially trained space girl, Martha Mwambwa.
Yeah.
They're going to send 2 specially trained cats and a missionary. But I've warned the missionary he must not force Christianity on the people of Mars if they do not want it.
That's
So
okay.
this is where people start to think maybe he's not serious. Maybe this is a satire.
Yes.
Although he has maintained till his death that he was serious.
Well, this is it. Yeah, I think this is. People around it have said it's a joke, but he's never dropped the bit.
and when you see the footage of the training camp, it is hard not to think it's a joke.
It's kind of amazing.
It is pretty funny.
It's a good bit.
It is a very good bit. So they're on an abandoned farm.
Because it was getting very serious, the space race. So
yeah.
it was nice to someone let a bit of pressure out.
Yeah.
There we go.
he wears a cape and a helmet.
Right.
And
So what they're doing is there's one guy in a helmet who's in a sort of an oil barrel.
Yeah.
And he's being floated down a river.
so this is their rocket, which is it's generally just a big kind of tin can.
It's a tin can.
And they and they also have their training. And bear in mind that at this point, America and the USSR have sent several trips to outer space.
Yeah.
They've lunar probes. The Gemini program's in existence. And they are rolling a man down a hill in an oil drum,
They're going the wrong direction.
which is meant to
I'd say.
simulate weightlessness. They're also they're on a tire swing. They're going to cut the ropes to try simulate the weightlessness you may feel for like half a second.
Oh, this is great gear. To be fair.
It's pretty funny stuff.
Yeah.
Now, so the training, as I said, they would roll down a hill inside a 200-litre oil drum.
Yeah.
When they hit a big bump, Nkoloso would celebrate, saying they just experienced anti-gravity. They would use a tyre swing. He taught them how to walk on their hands, claiming it was the only way people could walk on the moon.
Yeah, come on, he's having a laugh.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
And the centre of the programme was the D-Kalu-1, a rocket named in honour of President Kenneth Kaunda, which is actually a 10-foot oil barrel with an air hole in it. And they were going to launch it in October 64, which would coincide with Zambia's Independence Day.
So this is before America is
They were winning the race in many ways until the mid to late 60s. But the government ban him from doing it because they think it's going to be humiliating. And they're not wrong.
yeah, fair. That's kind
If
of
they
fair
actually went through with the launch of a guy in a fucking oil drum. So some people think that it was like pure media provocation because Time magazine did cover it.
Yeah.
And stuff. But in later interviews, one with the president in 2016, the space program was described as, quote, not a real thing. But Nkoloso maintains that he was being serious for the entirety of his life.
Which is, yeah. I mean, he seems like a great comic. You know?
He's Kaufman all the way
He's
to the end.
committing to the bit.
Yeah.
Don't back down.
We are going to
Double
get.
don't.
We're going to get someone in space.
Yeah.
In a tin can.
Lovely stuff.
Anyway, back to the other space race.
What are you saying?
What are you saying?
What are you saying after this? No, what are you saying if you were on your first moment on the moon?
It's an opportunity to say something deeply problematic.
Yeah,
or you could just having really. If you just use it as a really conservative talking point platform, it's just very funny.
Yeah.
The whole world's come together for this moment.
And you're saying no, we are different, and we should close our borders.
Yeah,
I am
I'd
pooing.
go Britain first.
I am pooing.
I'd go England for the English.
England. No, it'd be funny if Buzz Aldrin cornered Neil Armstrong and said, "Who are you here to meet?" That would be funny. if he caught a nonce in the car park of the moon.
Right.
That's the funniest thing to do.
Yeah.
Apollo 7 is the first successful crewed flight, which tested the redesigned command module.
Yep.
Apollo 8 is the first humans to orbit the moon, and this is where the famous Earthrise photo
Yep.
was taken.
That's the big one.
That's the big one. Apollo 9 is a couple of months later, and that's the first manned test of the lunar module in Earth's orbit.
Right.
And then Apollo 10 is the dress rehearsal for the landing. And these are all with different crews.
Yeah.
So the thing I said that Apollo 8, Charles Lindbergh, who's the guy who flies across the Atlantic,
Yeah.
the Male Amelia air crash,
Yeah.
he was talking to the crew of the Apollo 8, and Apollo 8 was like, I kind of wish we were going to be on Apollo 11, though, because that's the one where they're actually going to land on the moon. And he was like, no, you're the most important one. You're the most important flight there's ever been in human history. Because that was the first time they worked out they could go around the dark side of the moon, and they could actually get into the orbit of the moon.
But it wasn't the most important flight, was it?
No, that did come later, yeah.
Yeah, the most important flight was when they landed on the moon.
Well, the most important flight was the second plane of 9/11. That's the most important flight there's ever been. If we're being dicks about it, that was actually the most important one. And then we get to Apollo 11. So you've got Buzz Aldrin, that's who Buzz Lightyear is named after.
He's a bit fruitier than Neil, right?
Aldrin and Armstrong.
Mr. Potato Head.
You've got the three astronauts: Buzz Aldrin, Mr. Potato Head, and Slinky the dog. Was it Bo Beep?
Nunu the Hoover.
Yeah.
From,
Nunu
Teletubbies.
from Teletubbies.
Yep.
Nunu the Hoover's in there. No, that's
Sure.
Nunu the Hoover's the spaceship.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that used to be my one impression I could do.
Really?
Yeah, before Hitler.
But now you do so many impressions.
Nunu and Hitler.
I can do Nunu and Hitler. What kind of party is it? Is it a Nunu party or a Hitler party? Those are the two kind of parties I go to, I guess.
Yeah. And you've stopped going to the Nunu ones now.
Yeah, I know, just kind of Hitler ones. So, you've got Mr. Potato Head, who's Michael Collins.
Yep.
Yeah, Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong, they are probably like the polar opposites personality-wise. Buzz Aldrin's Catholic,
Right.
and he takes communion
Yes.
up there on the moon.
Yeah.
He has wine and a fucking biscuit.
Yeah.
Which,
Well, they're all very religious.
Are
aren't
they?
Yeah, Neil Armstrong's very religious as well.
Yeah. So, dramatic moments. We get to Apollo 11. Now, to pee, astronauts used what looked essentially like a big condom.
Always be safe.
Hooked up to a bag with a short hose.
So they're having posh wanks in space, basically.
Spills happened often.
Right.
Which, again, that's comforting to know. As a man whose prostate's completely gone, I like the fact that they would have a dribbly willy up in space. So, on July the 20th, 1969, I didn't realise they're in space for like 2 weeks.
Damn.
I thought it was just like a there and back.
That's a long holiday.
Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, they all take off from Cape Canaveral, and the Apollo 11 film, which is all made from documentary footage, is really good. Have you seen it? It's really good.
I haven't actually seen it. No.
Really, really good. It's all restored footage. There's loads of people just camping out, watching in their cars.
Yes.
They all go into space, and then they separate into the little Eagle lander.
Yeah.
And then Michael Collins he has to just orbit above.
There's that amazing Norm
Armstrong and
Macdonald
Aldrin-
bit about it. It's incredible. About imagine going all the way there to the moon, and he's looking out the window, being like, "Are they golfing?" And then they come back and they're like, "Yeah, it was.
It's fine.
It was fine. It was nothing." Trying to make him so he doesn't feel bad. Yeah, it was.
But the quote
was
is that the guy narrating it says, "No one has ever felt lonelier than Michael Collins when he went around the dark side of the moon because he couldn't even see the Earth."
Yeah.
I
And
get quite lonely.
Hey,
I get quite
I
lonely.
don't think it's as lonely as
Do you
this.
think it's lonely? Are you saying it was lonelier?
Oh, yeah, recently I've been pretty lonely, yeah.
Right. But as in, he can't even see the Earth.
Yeah, but I get sad as well.
Right. Yeah. And I guess he should just sort it out, shouldn't he?
All right. So he was the second and loneliest anyone's ever been.
Yeah. Charlie gets lonely. No, Charlie, it must feel lonely behind those computers when you can't see or hear. I don't doubt that. It's like Helen Keller working in telecommunications. She doesn't know what the fuck's
It's a
going on.
caveman being shown a fucking NASA control center, basically.
Yeah.
Ooga booga booga. Yeah, it must be terrifying.
Must be absolutely
terrifying
terrifying
for
being
you.
you, Charlie.
Yeah.
Incredibly lonely.
I don't doubt it's only being you, but this man is on the dark side of the moon while his two mates.
No, I'm sure he was lonely as well.
Yeah, he's trained to because he doesn't know if they're going to survive or if the Eagle lander is going to come back.
Yeah.
So he's just orbiting the dark, and he's having to think. He's done training to just like get himself back to Earth on his own if they die. Right?
Leg it.
Just
Ditch
leg
it.
it. If he goes, fuck it.
Do you ever do that when you're like 11?
Sorry, are
groups
you
of
saying
mates-
Michael Collins could have done an Irish goodbye? Just left them on the moon. Fuck it. See you, boys. I'm thirsty.
Do you ever go around a shopping centre with your friends and then occasionally say, should we ditch him? And then you just run away?
Oh, yeah, I've done
It's
that.
kind of the cruelest thing you
It
can
is
do.
the coolest thing you could do.
You know?
Did that happen to you a lot?
Yeah, it did actually.
Yeah.
Should we just ditch him?
We just.
I mean, it is funny.
It is pretty funny.
Leg it.
Yeah.
Do you think this is other countries do this? Or does it feel, it feels quite British?
Yeah.
I like in New Zealand, I don't think they're doing this sort of stuff.
Nah.
Ditch him. Should we ditch him? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate, shall we ditch him?
Let's leg it.
Yeah. No, it's quite British.
Yeah, fuck him.
Fuck him, man. One of the three people I actually like in this world. Fuck him.
So the Eagle lander goes down and is seconds from running out of fuel.
Seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. The whole thing, the jeopardy of the
Yeah.
whole thing is crazy. So
Literally biting his nails.
yeah, Charlie is on in a fucking knife edge. Armstrong takes over the manual controls of the spacecraft because the computer keeps steering them into a boulder field.
Yeah.
Aldrin accidentally breaks a circuit breaker which armed the ascent engine.
Yeah.
So without that, they would have been stranded. They used a felt tip pen to shove it into the switch,
Yes.
which then saves the mission.
Fuck.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So the jeopardy. All right. So Charlie, we need to. This is a history podcast again. Let's create a tense. This is man's greatest achievement, landing on the moon.
Yep.
Okay. So 20th of July, 1969, the Eagle lander descends onto the surface of the moon.
Beep,
A
beep.
soundscape.
Boop, beep.
Armstrong and Aldrin lands on the surface of the moon, and Armstrong says to mission control, "The Eagle has landed."
The Eagle has landed.
Now Armstrong opens the hatch and he steps down the ladder and he says the immortal first sentence of
Oh,
a man.
fuck, I'm going to bust.
I mean, if you the thing is,
fuck.
I guess the opportunity is if you say that, people will know that forever. that is locked in. That is history guaranteed forever
on
because it's on
T-Tow.
TV, isn't it? Right.
650 million people are
Yeah.
watching it live.
So, oh fuck, I'm going to bust. What around? You'd probably be able to hear it from space. People going, what?
It'd be
Did
funny
he
if
just-
Michael Collins coming back going, what did you say when you got on there?
Oh,
What was
fucked it. You go back in there, you're bright red, your head in the hands.
He's just like,
And Michael Collins like, what did he say? And Buzz's like, just don't.
but
Let's
Aldrin's like,
let's
no,
just
no,
get back.
Mike, leave it.
Leave it.
He fucked it. He absolutely fucked it.
Was it that bad? No, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that. What did you say? Oh, fuck, I'm going to bust.
I panicked.
Yeah,
I got really in my own head
Yeah.
about it.
No, yeah,
It's still pretty impressive.
I mean, I've had some awkward car journeys back, but imagine coming back from the moon when you've just been like,
congrats.
yeah. Oh,
the whole way there, you've been like, one small step for a man or just man with mankind. Foot down.
would there be
fuck.
riots of like blasphemy? Like, because this is also in the 60s where there's still like
Well, Nixon.
swearing on TV and stuff like that.
Nixon, yeah, Lenny Bruce is being banged up.
Yeah.
Nixon's president. So Nixon just hearing that.
Oh, fuck, I'm going to bust.
What?
What?
Oh, fuck, I'm going to bust.
But it's also it would have been quite a forward-thinking one because,
What's bust mean?
yeah, it's
I'm a
just,
buff?
it's a
Can
new
you find
thing.
out what 60s slang for coming is? Because what would the Armstrong equivalent be?
Yeah.
Well, I guess to be fair, if him and Buzz Aldrin have been docking themselves
Yeah.
since the
Oh, Buzz-a-Nut. No, they would have got it.
yeah.
Oh, fuck, I'm going to bust a nut. Oh, fuck, I'm going to bust a nut. I just, all of the pageantry around it.
Terms such as spunk and splooge. Oh, fuck, I'm going to splooge.
That would be worse.
You'd have to do the press conference. You'd have to apologise, I think.
Yeah.
You'd be forced to by Nixon.
You'd be cancelled.
Yeah, I think it would have a huge fallout.
But also, it'd be so funny for the
nut.
first man on the moon to have done such a stupid man thing and said, I'm going to fucking bust
He's back in the spacecraft.
the entire way back. Because you can't even really see. It's just looking at her.
Can we stay up? Do we have to go back?
Oh.
Can we please stay up?
Can you fire me into space? Can you fire me into space? We fucked it so hard.
And they're like, I don't think everyone was watching it. Like, it's, not everyone's into space. It
There's
wasn't
other-
that many. I bet it was probably like a couple of thousand people.
There's other stuff on. There's other
Yeah,
stuff
I'm
on.
sure it
It's
wasn't.
Generation
I'm
Game
sure
or
it wasn't
something.
500 million people.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it wasn't the entire population of the planet.
Fuck, I'm gonna bust.
Oh, fucking hell. Because he starts to feel better about it. Because it's like it takes 2 weeks to get back.
Yeah.
So, you know,
No, they would have forgotten
you know,
about
you do
it.
something really stupid, and then you're like, oh, you know, it's bad. And then after a couple of days, you're like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And then you actually ride back, and they're like, what the fuck did you say?
I don't know. I don't remember.
What was he said? I don't think I said anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, I'm going to bust a nut.
So his first words were not that. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. They're partly ad-libbed, partly planned. There's all the debate, as we said, about whether it was an A or in it. And then, so the Americans have won the space race.
Yep.
The Zambians are out, I'm pleased to say.
Zambians just missed it.
They've just missed it. They've not yet got that tin can off the ground. The oil drum.
Roll it down the hill.
Now, they have won that race of oil drum down a hill. It's basically like space cool runnings, isn't it?
Yeah.
We are the Zambian Space Programme. Anyway, now there are a few more missions, and they do actually play golf. In the Apollo 15 or 16, they play golf.
Right,
on the
because
they go back a few times. But, so I think in total there's maybe 16 or 17. 17 is the last Apollo in like 72. So they keep going back, but this is an interesting fact. 90% of the stuff we know about the moon came from Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, and they were there for 2.5 hours.
So what were the other missions about? In my head, because I'm thick, I thought it was the only one that actually, they're the only guys to go out on the moon.
No, there's several more people went.
Right.
There's Apollo
How many times have people been, how many people have been on the moon, Charlie?
12.
Right.
Yeah, I know that.
And how many missions?
17. 17 Apollos, but only from Apollo 11 were they landing. Apollo 13 is the famous one where they all nearly died, but Jim Lovell, who Tom Hanks played in Apollo 13, saves them on re-entry.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I have seen
film.
Apollo 13.
Yeah, it's a great film.
I have seen Apollo 13.
But they basically, pretty much all the information we have about the moon is from that first 2.5 hours.
Because it's the samples, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buzz takes loads of samples, and they do lots of experiments and shit. And they land safely.
Take a lot of photos.
Yeah. Apollo 14 commander. Yeah, there you go. Thank God. I mean, they're just taking a piss at this point.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
That does make it seem like the boys have just been too pissed off.
Yeah, but you can also see why the conspiracy theories are coming around.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. If they're playing
Is
golf,
that the issue? Is the ruffling of the flag part of the...
We'll get into it.
Yeah.
That's on the Patreon. So man has landed on the moon. Man has yet to go back since 1972.
Yes.
We haven't gone back.
Because there's no reason to put the money. What are you going to...
It's a rock, isn't it?
Yeah, what are you going to prove?
But why aren't we going up there well, we should go up there and see why are women's periods attached to
what's
this?
going
What's
on?
going on with that? Can you sort this out?
Yeah.
We should sort out why on earth is the moon involved in women's reproductive cycle?
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, who knows? Anyway, man has landed on the moon. This has been our space race series. If you want more, then
Greedy pigs.
we're gonna dig into what actually might not have happened.
Yeah, what might not have happened?
This whole thing we've been talking about might all be complete bollocks.
Load of shit.
Might be all a load of shit. Maybe it was all faked. We're going to get into that on our Patreon bonus
Did
episode.
Kubrick direct it?
£3 a month, you can become a truther.
Did Buzz actually bust on the moon?
Did Buzz on the moon?
Yeah. Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz Aldrin.
Bust.
Buzz-a-Nut
I'm
Aldrin.
going to bust Aldrin.
Buzzt-a-Nut Aldrin. That's on the Patreon. But if not, thanks for stopping by, and we will see you next time for more history.